Hello student, the learning outcome of this video, we see some AWT components. First, we see the text components. In text component, there are two AWT component. First one is text field and then we see text area. And then last we see the scroll bar. So these are the learning outcome of the today's video. First we see the text component. Simple. In AWT, the text component means we can write some text in that component. So there are two text component in AWT, text field and text area. We see brief in next some slide. First we see the text component. Text components are the components that store and display text which can be selected and altered. Text components support a number of features including text insertion, editing, selection and deletion. Text component is subclass of component class. So text component is one subclass of component class, and inside text component class there are another subclass that are text field and text area. The AWT defines two types of text component, that is first one is text field and second one is text area. First we see the text field. Text field is class used to implement a single line text entry area. Okay, so text field is one class that used to write or edit the single line of text. Simple, we enter our Gmail address in form. That time one component is displayed, that component is called as text field. Text field allow the user to enter string and to edit text using arrow key, comma, cut and paste key and mouse selection. So we can edit the text which is entered in the text field. Text field class is subclass of text component class. Then we see some constructor, how we can create the text field. First constructor is default constructor which not have any parameter and which create default text field. Second constructor text field which have one parameter integer column. So this text field create a new text field with specified number of columns. So number of column we passed in this constructor. Next text field which have one parameter of string type, string text, which create new text field that initialize the specified text. So the text which is passed in the constructor is already displayed in the text field. Then next constructor text field string text comma integer columns. So this constructor have two parameter. First parameter is string and second parameter we pass the number of columns. This constructor create a new text field with initial text and number of columns specified. So by using this fourth constructor we can create text field. Initially some string is displayed in the text field and number of column that mentioned in text field is displayed on the frame or on the screen. Then we see some methods of text field class. First method is set text, which this method have one parameter, that is string type, and this method not return any value, so return type of this method is void. This method set the text present by the text field to specified string. Then next method get text. This method not have any parameter, but this method returns the string value. So this method is used to get the current text or current string of text field. Next method string get selected text. So this method also not have any parameter, but this method return the string string type value, and this method return selected text in the text field. So if I select some text in text field, that text is written by this method. Next method is editable. So this method also not have any parameter, but this method return the boolean value like true or false. This method return boolean value true if text field is editable, and otherwise return false if the text field is not editable. Okay, so if the text field is editable, then it return true, otherwise it return false. Last method, boolean echo character is set. Okay, so this method not have any parameter but return boolean value. This method return boolean value true if text field have an echo character that is currently set, otherwise return false. So this is the methods of text field class. And remember one thing, the character in last method, character C is capital, I is capital, S is capital. In fourth method, E is capital. In third method, S is capital. So it is very important because the Java is a platform dependent language, and also it is case sensitive language. Case sensitive means in Java the capital T and small t have different meaning. So it is very important to write the capital letters that is mentioned in the method. Then we see one example of text field. Let us see simple example of AWT where we are showing text field component on frame. So simple, we create one frame and inside frame we create one text field component. So code for this, first we import the java.awt package. Then we create one class name text field example. Inside class we define main method public static void main string arguments. Then we create one frame f is equal to new frame, and we give the title to frame text field example. Then we create one text field. To create the text field, we create object of text field class, that is t1, and in text field we pass one string. So we use the one constructor which have the string parameter, and in string we pass welcome to Java point. So in text field 1 this string is displayed. Then we set the position of text field by method setBound. Then we create another text field t2, and in text field 2 the string AWT tutorial is displayed. Then again we set the position of second text field by method setBound. Then we add both text field into frame. So for code for this, f.add and pass the object of text field, that is t1 and t2. Next we set the size of frame. Next we set the layout of frame by setLayout method, and last we see the visibility of the frame by method setVisible. The output of this program is display like this. One frame is created and a frame have title text field example, that is we pass in the frame constructor, and text field t1 and t2 are created with initial text. T1 display welcome to Java t point, and second text field display AWT tutorial. So this is simple example of text field. Now we have some MCQ on text field and text component. First question is, dash dash is a class which allow to enter single line of text. Options are text area, button, text field, checkbox. So answer of this question is text field. Text field is the class which allow to enter single line of text. Next question, what does the line of code do? text field tf is equal to new text field in bracket 10. So this is one constructor of text field tf is the name of the object, and in text field constructor pass value is 10. So simple, the options are: will set 10 to text field as its initial text. Second option, will set the character capacity to 10. Third option, both A and B, and last option, none of this. So answer of this question is option B, will set the character capacity to 10. Then next one, we have one statement: text field class is subclass of text component class. Options are true or false. The answer of question is true. Next we see second text component, that is text area. Text area control in AWT provide multi-line editor area. So simple, the difference between text field and text area is, in text field we only enter single line text. In text area we can enter the multiple line editable text. The user can type here as much as he want. So user can type as they want. When the text in the text area become larger than the visible area, the scroll bar is automatically appear, which help us to scroll the text up and down and right and left. So automatically scroll bar is added. Scroll bar is another AWT component that we see in next some slide. Text area class is the subclass of text component class. Then we see constructor of text area class. First constructor is default constructor, which not have any parameter, which create a new text area with empty string as a text. So simple, it create one empty area. Second constructor, text area, which have one parameter of string type, which construct a new text area with specified text. So this constructor create area, and the string which is passed in the constructor is displayed in the text area. The next constructor, text area, which have two parameter, integer row and integer columns. So in this constructor we pass the number of columns and number of rows, which construct new text area with specified number of rows and columns and the empty string as a text. So simple, it create text area with rows and column with no string. Next constructor, text area, have three parameters: string, text, then integer rows and columns. So first parameter is string type, second is number of rows, and third is number of columns. So this construct new text area with specified text and with the specified number of rows and columns. Last constructor, text area, string, text, integer row, integer column, integer scroll bar. So this constructor have four parameters. Constructor which create new text area with specified text, specified rows, specified column, and scroll bar visibility as specified. So in the fifth constructor, the value of scroll bar is one of the following values. First value is scroll bar both, which display the both scroll bar, horizontal and vertical. Second value, scroll bar underscore horizontal underscore only. So second value only display the horizontal scroll bar. Third value, scroll bar vertical only. This value create only vertical scroll bar. And last value, scroll bar none, which not create any scroll bar. So these are the values for scroll bar, which is the last parameter in fifth constructor. Now we see one example of text area. Let us see simple example of AWT where we are showing text area component on frame. So simple, we create one frame, and inside frame we create one text area component. So code for the first, we import the java.awt package. Then we create one class, that is text area example. So text area example is the name of the class. Then we create constructor of the class text area example. Inside constructor we create one frame with no title. Then we create one text area component. So text area ta is the object of text area, and inside text area we display one string welcome to Java point. Then we set the position of text area by method setBound. Then we add the text area into frame. Then we set size of frame by method setSize. Then we set the layout for frame by method setLayout. And then we set the visibility of frame by setVisible method. Then we define public static void main string argument, that is main method, and then we create one object of defined class text area example. So this is code for simple creation of text area component in frame. The output of this frame is display like this. One frame is created and one text area is created with initial string welcome to Java point, that is passed in the constructor of text area, and the the scroll bar is automatically added. So this is one simple example of text area component. The next AWT component is scroll bar. Scroll bar class is used to add horizontal and vertical scroll bar. So there are two types of scroll bar, vertical and horizontal. Scroll bar is a GUI component, allow us to see invisible number of rows and columns. Scroll bar is the subclass of component class that is used to create the scroll bar component. Next we see some constructor of scroll bar class. First constructor is default constructor, which not have any parameter. This constructor create new vertical scroll bar. So default constructor create vertical scroll bar. It is very important point. Many time MCQ is asked on this. Default constructor create which scroll bar? So answer of this question is vertical scroll bar. The next constructor is scroll bar, which have one parameter, that is orientation, integer orientation, which create new scroll bar with specified orientation. Okay, so orientation either vertical or horizontal. Scroll bar, next constructor scroll bar, which have some parameters: orientation, integer value, integer visible, integer minimum and integer maximum. So this constructor create a new scroll bar with the specified orientation, initial value, visible amount and minimum maximum value. Next we see example of scroll bar. Let us see a simple example of AWT where we are showing scroll bar component on frame. So simple, we create one frame and inside frame we create one scroll bar component. So code for the example is, first we import the java.awt package. Then scroll bar example is a class defined by us. Then we create one constructor of scroll bar example class. Inside constructor we create one frame with title scroll bar example. Next we create one scroll bar by scroll bar s is equal to new scroll bar. S is the object of scroll bar. Then we set the position of scroll bar by method setBound. Next we add scroll bar into frame. Then we set the size of frame by method setSize. Then we set the layout of frame by method setLayout. And then we set the visibility of scroll frame by method setVisible. Then we define main method public static void main string argument, and in main method we create one object of our scroll bar example class. S1 is the object of scroll bar example class. So this is program to create scroll bar component in frame. So output of this program is display like this. One frame is created with title scroll bar example, and one scroll bar component is created. So this is simple example of scroll bar. Now we have some MCQs. First MCQ is scroll bar default constructor create dash dash scroll bar. Options are horizontal, second option vertical, third option both A and B, and last option none of this. So answer of this question is, as we see, the scroll bar default constructor create vertical scroll bar. Next question, dash dash control in AWT provide us multi-line editor area. Options are text field, scroll bar, text area and label. So answer of this question is text area. Text area control in AWT provide us multi-line editor area. Last question, we have one statement. We can not edit the text written in the text area. Options are true or false. So answer of the question is false, because we can edit the text written in the area. Thank you.